It's Louise Fay for VIP Boxing, and I am here at the Connected Light Heavyweight European Champion.
You know what, Lou? I'm buzzing. Yeah.
Does it feel real?
Yeah, it does. Cause I've been thinking about this moment last 10 weeks. You know what I mean? Worked so hard for it, and every sand dunes run, every 12 rounds on the pads, it's all worth it.
I sit there today and I was thinking about when you won the Commonwealth Silver at Farnworth. And we laughed, didn't we? We were saying, I can't believe I've won my first belt, 21st fights at Farnworth, not on TV, I've done all this stuff and what's going to come? And the last 9 months have been an absolute whirlwind, haven't they? You know, this is third time lucky to get to this point. And that's kind of why I asked, does it feel real? But just talk me through that, because it really was a fight of two halves.
Yeah, it was. It was great for 6 and then 6. But I've not gone past 3 rounds in the past 3 years, and I've just done a high-paced 12-round fight. It was hard. It was the first time doing the 12. I know I slowed. It's something we're going to go back. We're going to work on. But that's my first 12 round. I know I can do it now. I know I can do it at a good pace, and a lot of things to work on. But back to the drawing board, and I'm only going to get better.
And this time with your team, you've got your dad back in your corner as well. You've got Andy Abrol, you've got Brian Moody, and your dad was there as well. The dream team, right? How much did it mean to have those 3 guys who are literally 3 fathers? 3 father figures surrounded you tonight in that corner.
No, look, honestly, when I rang Andy up when I was looking for a new gym, and I know what he's like. I know I was like, is he gonna say? Because look, he had the lads he's had since he was 10 years old. He's had the same lads in the gym all the time. I've known him a long time, but he could have we've got a tight knit little bit. And I said to him, I don't want you to take me on because you're mates with my dad or you've known me. I want you to take me on because you believe I can.
On your merit.
I can do something. You know what I mean? And look, I was the furthest thing away from the sharp style fighter. I was at rock bottom, no confidence, and he built me back up. He built me back up to completely new fighter, and I shown that for 6 rounds tonight. You know what I mean? Back to the drawing board. We're going to do some work, and I'm going to do that for 12 rounds, and I'm going to do that and beat a lot of him.
Going into the fight, Brad, how did you think you were going to play that? Did you expect it to go for a time?
I was trying to knock him out, of course. So I wasn't joking when I said that. I was trying to knock him out, and. It's a long time, 12 rounds.
It really is, and like we say, you know, through fault of your own, you've been boxing people that you don't really want to be boxing, and you've been blowing them out of there in 2 and 3 rounds max. And so from a fitness perspective, we know in Sharp Style Gym the fitness level is high, but when you've not tested yourself, was there a point in there, in those middle rounds, where things did get a little bit tough, where you started to question that?
Yeah, I knew he was coming back into the fight. I felt I was 5 or 6 rounds up at one point, and he was coming back into the fight, and I knew he was just outworking me. I was landing big single shots, but I knew he was being busier and outworking me, and then it was come down, got to 9, 10, 11, 12. I was like, right, dogfight now, bite down on your gum shield, you know what I mean? You need to pull your finger out.
Speaking of gum shields,
I did, yeah, I don't know where it went, it nearly took my head off and I was looking for it.
But no, it was those championship rounds, wasn't it? You really did come out in that round 11, and you knew that you'd got to take those last 2 rounds just to seal the deal.
Yeah.
When those cards came back so close, 2 115, 114 and 115, 113, were you confident it was you?
Well, I had it in my head. I thought they were going to give it a draw, and then I heard the scorecards, and I thought, look, he's your own fighter. You know what I mean? I thought, and you couldn't have argued if it would have been around to him. Them scores to him, you couldn't have argued. But I felt like I was landing the bigger, more hurtful shots.
And it's interesting that you say that, because leading up to this fight, looking at other people's predictions and seeing what's going on social media, everyone had you down as the puncher, and Shakan down as the boxer, and that he was going to try and keep you on the end of that jab and just outwork you. What we saw in there tonight, Brad, from you, was a bit of a different beast.
Yeah.
You were sitting down on those big shots, but the punches in bunches were what really worked. And those first 5 rounds, you were so relaxed and composed. And you were just letting them go. You were just fighting on feeling.
Yeah, well, look, that's what we work on, maintaining that flow, moving, like punching up, like for 6 rounds, like I did everything Andy wanted me to do and I've been working on. I know that, and I'm happy for 6 rounds. And then, look, it just got over me. Like you said, I've not done the round in a long time. It was tough, and it got to the point where I knew, like, this isn't working anymore. This is a dogfight. Yeah. This is a dogfight, and it comes down to, like, who wants this more? Look, we both wanted that a lot. I said, Lee, look, we both got things that more. Look, I've had a tough year, not as tough as Shaq. You know what I mean? He's got a lot of things motivating him, but I had stuff motivating me in my head. He's got bigger things than me, right? And I knew that. I'd hit him with a shot. I'd hurt him. He'd fire back, and I thought, this is he wants it more. And look, we both wanted it so much.
I think round 5 was quite an interesting round, and I think he caught you in round 5, and you stood there and you went, wow. And that was when you really started to change a little bit in there, and just start to get in a little bit closer, and that was where you weren't kind of getting that distance again, were you?
Yeah.
But then, like I said, coming into round 9, 10, you started to bring that back.
Yeah.
But I think we can both safely say that we had a chin check in there tonight, Brad.
Yeah, look, hey, I'm just fucking nailing me.
we know you can take a shot, but the uppercuts, that seemed to be a little bit of a problem at some point in that fight for you.
Look, we don't do this. We don't do this. I shouldn't be there. I shouldn't be in the range there. You can hit me with an uppercut. I'm going to get bollocked. Dreading getting back in the gym. I'm dreading it already.
What's the punishment? When you get back in the gym?
No, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it.
Look, let's talk about how we celebrate now, because I think a lot of your friends and family are in Ireland watching this because they already had the flights, which is just crazy. You've got 150 of them out there waiting for you to say congratulations. But how do you celebrate this now, Brad?
Look, you know what? It's been a tough year. I'll put my feet up. I'm going to go sit on the beach. I'm going to turn my phone off. I'm going to have a pint.
What if His Excellency rings you and says...
Pint gets slung. Take it in there. Let's go. Yeah. But.
Well, look, Brad, congratulations. You are the new European light heavyweight champion. That sounds sweet. Congratulations,
nice,
my friend.
Thank you.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.